We're live. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to our show. We were like a minute late. I apologize. It is my fault. I'm trying to get the hang of being in charge of making sure we get on live on time in front of you all. But we're here. It's Wednesday. Welcome back. It's me, Devonia, Diane, and our special co-host, Paulette Tyler. We are excited to be back here tonight with you on another Wednesday. This is our second episode of season 3. So we are ready to kick off a hot show. We had so much fun last week. Did y'all have fun? Diane and Paulette?
Yes. Yeah, I had a lot of fun.
It was so fun last week. I hope you all give us that same energy because we are going to give it right back to you. I am doing fabulous this Wednesday. I am doing fabulous this Wednesday. And
that was me.
What is going on? And I hope that you all are too. I want to check in with my co-hosts to see how they are doing tonight. So let's start with Paulette.
I'm doing fabulous. Today is hump day, so I'm glad it's almost over. I wish it was my Thursday, like Diane's, but I'm doing wonderful. Thank you, Diane.
Happy birthday, Elijah. Wait a minute before we go to Diane. We got to say
happy birthday. Yes.
Happy birthday, Elijah. I'm so excited that you are on. Oh my God. Happy birthday. You want to spend part of your birthday with us? I feel so special. I love you.
How old?
Uh-oh. Let him tell his age. Elijah, how old are you? Making me feel old every time one of them gets older, I'm like, oh my God, because my kids are old. Like, look, let me tell you, Elijah, how old are you today? You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, look. I thought he was going to say.
Okay, this 31.
Okay. I'm telling everybody, I guess he's going to be 30 for the next 30 years. He'll be 30.
Okay. Well, happy birthday. I wish I was there to celebrate with you.
Diane, how are you feeling tonight?
Marvelous. I'm feeling really good. I miss being on the show. I miss coming on Wednesdays and doing what we do. And I'm really feeling good about that. I'm excited about the show, excited about the song, just so much to share, so much to talk about. Last week was a great show, and yeah, feeling good.
It was a great show. And we want you all to be our fourth co-host, as always. Jump in with your comments, your questions. We appreciate that. We love interacting with you. I don't know why I feel so energetic because before we got on, I was sleepy. I was really tired, but I think I just get a little burst of my second wind when 7 o'clock rolls around. So anyway, it's time for us to get into it. We're getting ready to jump into it tonight. Are y'all ready? Diane?
Ready. I'm ready.
We're ready for some good music, some real talk with us dope women.
Yes. I love that intro. Yes, I love that intro. All right. What's going on with me? I'm going to tell y'all I feel a little full. I'm going to just talk about this real quick. You ever, you shouldn't eat something because the next day you're not going to be feeling well, but then you eat it anyway and you feel so regretful. Mm-hmm. I'm going to tell myself, I had some ice cream and I know I can't eat a lot at one time. And baby, I will not do that again because one thing about me, I don't want the pleasure and then the pain.
Mm-hmm. Are you lactose? Lactose intolerant?
Yeah, so I can eat a little bit, but why did I have to have a whole bowl?
Because it was
good.
Oh my God. Yes. Oh my God. It was so good. I won't do that again.
But it wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it though, huh?
No, that's
ice cream is always worth it.
Right?
Always.
Always worth it. I'm not giving it up.
I can eat a little bit. I can eat a cone from Dairy Queen and be good. But baby, I had to have a whole bowl. I
Well,
took the
you can take something before you, if you're lactose intolerant. They have something for that you can
Mhm.
take before you actually eat the dairy.
Yeah, so I'm just not gonna mess around. I ain't taking no pills. I'm just not doing it. I'm telling you, I was messed up for almost 2 days. I went to sleep. I was miserable. I mean, have you ever did? I was miserable.
All the time. Yes.
Yes, I was like, oh my God. It was just, yeah, it was really not good. And I don't want to feel that feeling again. So I will not have a whole bowl, but it was so good. I think
Mhm.
that's the bad part about it.
It is because it's hard to, that the good stuff is always, not always, but a lot of the good stuff is not good for us. So
Right.
that's the problem.
God, I was like,
Um,
oh my goodness, girl, get it together.
Look, I wanted to ask y'all about this tonight.
Awesome.
I had to check myself this week. So, nope, it was last week. It was Friday. I got up. Well, I went to the gym, but when I came home, I had some medical issues, something going on with my body, right? Just like out of the blue, it was scary. And so my initial thought was, I'm going to go to work and try to figure out, try to call a doctor while I'm at work. Then I had to check myself, like, why am I thinking about putting my health on the back burner before, and put my job
Mhm.
first? I had
Mhm.
to really, like, real quick
Mhm.
check myself because I promise you, the first thing I'm like, work. Oh my God,
Mhm.
I gotta, and I had to flip it real quick. Like, are you crazy? Are you really serious right now?
In that
Because
moment.
in that moment, I mean, but it didn't last
Yeah.
long. But I'm gonna tell you, my
Good.
initial thought though was about my job instead of about
Mm.
my
Your
health,
health.
which that's a problem. I think
Yeah,
a lot
you
of us struggle with that too, right?
yes.
I think a lot of people will go to work hurt and pain, sick, you
Mhm.
know, and know that they are not feeling well.
Yes.
That's because those jobs condition us to believe
Those,
that we have to be there or you're going to lose your job or whatever the case may be. You're just a
Mhm.
number. If
Yeah,
something were to happen to you health wise, they'd replace you just like that.
you
right.
better talk about you better tell the truth. And I know that for a fact.
Yep. Sure will.
When Milton passed away, they're gonna fill his position. They're not gonna wait. And this is a current thing. And they talk about with Jamie Foxx, he had a stroke.
Mm-hmm.
And they was like they didn't, but you know what it is, it's not personal. And I tell people this, you got to remember, business have no feelings. So they
Yeah,
thing is the business got to keep on going, and
That's
you
right.
just a part of the machine that help it keep going, and if you're not there, we got to put some, because see, we can't lose money if you ain't
yeah,
there. We're not going to lose no money. you know
Right.
Paulette was saying they're going to replace you, but I feel that, like you said, Paulette, that we are conditioned to feel like if we're not there, oh, my job is. But I have learned as I got older, they'll replace you. And I had a friend that would always say, we are temps.
yeah,
We're temps because
yeah,
they will replace you at any moment.
Right.
yeah,
You are a
yeah.
temp.
And
Yes.
Ronald said, "Hey, Ronald, the
Hi.
bills ain't got no silver spoon."
Ain't that the
Yep.
truth?
That's right.
But
Absolutely.
but that's the struggle, especially for people. I will say, let me go back. Let me stop first. I feel like now where I am now in my life, I am able to be like, I'm first. But sometimes, depending on where you are in your life, you kind of have to put your job first many times. If you are the breadwinner, you
Yep.
have people counting on you, kids at home, small children. You sacrifice yourself, your health, all of that. You sacrifice those things because you are the breadwinner.
Yep.
You have to bring home the money. Maybe
Mhm.
you don't have sick days. Maybe you don't have enough left. Maybe you don't have personal, there are some
Right.
different factors. But for me, no, baby, no. I
Mhm.
witnessed somebody pass away, my teacher pass away last year, and how I had, it's let's just say her position had to be filled, right? That was just like with this urgency. That
Right.
when you pass away from this life, this job is going to be concerned about how we're going to fill this position because we still have to get the job done. Whereas your family and friends are going to be hurt if they lose you because you're not taking care of yourself and your health and putting it number one. Because if we're not okay, we can't work anyway.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
I don't
So
know what these eyes mean. Yes, I agree, Miss Reed. Rhonda, what's these eyes for Paulette? What does that mean?
okay.
That's how you should agree. Yeah, absolutely, Taisha. And then, hey, Auntie
Hey,
Karen,
Karen.
thanks for tuning in. But have you all ever had moments like that? Or anybody even in the audience? Have you all had moments where you're like, or even vice versa, where you're like, I'm not thinking about this job. Let me go run to the doctor right now. Or you kind of felt like, I have to go to work. I know I'm not feeling well, but I'm gonna go in anyway and push through.
I have both. Especially like you said, with being the breadwinner, you raising your children, and it's just you want to make sure, it's like, oh, my job. I mean, it took a minute before I said, forget this. I need to take care of me. But I went to work sick. And you think they really cared? No. And you be
that's the other thing. They're not gonna care about your sacrifice.
And then you say,
I'm gonna care that you came to work sick.
Yes. And you say,
know what I did?
Yes, I'm gonna leave at 12 o'clock, and they giving you more stuff. Well, before you leave, could you finish this? You be like, really? Yes. So I've been there.
I went and I filed for FMLA. So whenever I need to take off sick, they can't say anything to me.
Right.
Nothing at all. So as long as you have that in place, it can't hurt you.
What does that put in place for you, Paulette? Because I'm not sure.
The Family Medical Leave Act. So if you have to take off sick, they can't hold it against you. They can't count it against you. They can't do anything. You just take off, So it's because I work federal. They're very strict. Very, very strict.
Well, it looks like Ronald was happy to see you. He said, I ain't seen her in years. And then he said,
Is that what the eyes were?
Yeah. Like, where did you come from? But I'm retired, so whatever. Whatever job can. Oh, okay, Ron.
Oh, okay. That too.
You use all the words.
Kara says she believes that most people have felt both ways.
Yes.
So yeah, I think
you know what? I put in the FMLA a while back because when my mother first got sick, I had to take off and I was going back and forth from here to Chicago to help take care of her. And they were so picky at that job. They didn't care that my mother was sick. They didn't care that she, was going through and I had to go home. None of that. It was too much of an issue. So I said, okay, I'm going to fix y'all. I'm going to go and I'm going to file FMLA. So that's what I did. So when I did that, they couldn't say anything to me.
Right.
Yeah.
And I've just kept it ever since, even to the point where I had to go to the funeral. So we went home to Chicago to the funeral. Do you know my supervisor called and said, when you coming back?
Wow.
When am I coming back? We ain't even buried my mother yet. What you mean when I'm coming back? Yeah, they did not care.
As a supervisor, because I'm in their role as a supervisor and I supervise 21 people. The one thing that I try to remember is that these are people I'm dealing with, and they have lives, they have families, they have things going on with them, and you have to be human. You just have to keep your humanity in times like that. And yeah, we do have a job that needs to get done, but when people are sick, and when people are worried about their family members and things like that, they're not going to perform well anyway.
Absolutely.
Why are you trying to force them to come to work or make it? I'm always like, I get texts every day about people that's sick, or I have to take somebody in my family here, or I was in a car accident. And my first response is always like, I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope everything is okay. Then I tell them what they have to do, because there are some procedural things they have to do to call off. But other than that, I'm like, hey, I'm sorry. I hope everything works out. You have to care about people.
Absolutely.
I believe once you show you care about people, people are going to want to work for you.
They'll
You know,
want to work. Yeah, exactly.
my supervisor is cool, or they're this or they're that. So absolutely. Once I asked my supervisor for time off, and he told me no, and I did the same thing. I went to the medical leave too, just because he
Yes.
said no.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you have to.
And he said, and then it was, and he, I think, couldn't do anything but laugh because he didn't know. I knew about that. See how you can get people? You don't know, and people try to get you with the things that you don't know.
And they're not going to tell you.
No, they're not going to
They're
tell
not
you.
going to tell you.
It's worse in the military. They always say if they wanted you to have a family, they would have issued
Issued it.
you.
That's exactly what my ex-husband told us. Yes.
And then they wonder why most of us die early from PTSD, stress, and
PTSD,
suicide.
stress.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
crazy.
Oh, that's
They,
crazy.
mhm.
That's
My
why you gotta
ex-husband was
remember.
Navy, and they used to tell him that if they wanted you to have a family, they would have issued it in your duffel bag.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
That's why it's important for you to choose yourself and your family first. Because somebody said to me, I just can't stop thinking about work. I said, there's something that's called work-life balance.
Mm.
Because when you because that causes stress. When you off, you need to be off. Things need to be, you need to turn off work.
Mm-hmm.
You need to turn it off. And I truly believe in work-life balance. And I truly believe in taking my time. Absolutely. Today
Mm-hmm.
is my Thursday. I'm just
Yeah.
going to let everybody know.
I know that's right, Diane. Seriously, though. But anyway, the whole point is, y'all don't let these jobs drive you to death. You know, do not put
Absolutely.
for yourself and your health, because if you're not healthy, you cannot do the job
Yep.
well or do it anyway. Take care of yourself, please. Take care of yourself. Put yourself first. So, all right, it's time to get lyrical, y'all. Yes, I'm so excited about this song. Tonight we are talking about. We are going to be talking about "I'm Coming Out" by Miss Diana Ross. Y'all know I did my research, right? So I got to read some stuff about the lady. So let me put my glasses on. Whenever these glasses come out, you know it's time to read.
Okay, teacher. Teacher.
Y'all know, I mean, who does not know Diana Ross? We all know Diana Ross, Miss Diana Ross. She rose to fame as the lead singer of the Supremes, Motown's most successful acts of the 1960s, and one of the world's best-selling girl groups of all time. They remain the best chart female group in history. I love this job, because I learned so much cool stuff. Yeah, I don't know any of this stuff till I started doing this research. Anyway, they had 12 number one single hits, including "Where Did Our Love Go," "Baby Love," "Come See About Me." I know y'all know all of those. And Miss Ross departed from the Supremes in 1970, and she embarked on a successful solo career in music, film, and stage. I loved her in Lady Sings the Blues. She was
Yes.
the bomb. I mean, she gave a phenomenal
Did.
performance. And I know everybody, Beyonce is the it girl. Beyonce can sing. They take a lot of these singers and they put them in movies, but Gertrude can't act. But Diana Ross, she put it down in everything that she was in. I just had to say that because I was like, they need to stop it. But Diana, she was really good. Her debut solo album, "Ain't No Mountain High Enough," hit number one. She's been on various Billboard charts. She was Female Entertainer of the Century. They named her that in 1976. Now, this particular song was released in 1980, and it was produced by Bernard Edwards and Nile Rodgers. Y'all, wait a minute. I have to say this before we get to this song. I was in the gym listening to this song all morning, and I had these thoughts in my mind of what the song meant to me, which I still have them. But when I did my research, did y'all know? I'm gonna talk about this before we get to the song. That this is actually a gay anthem about
Yeah.
coming out of the closet. I knew
Yes.
that.
Yes. Yes.
I was like, Mama, everybody know that. Well,
Yes, it was.
I didn't
Okay.
know that.
It's okay.
Yeah.
And then Diana Ross didn't know it either. When she was like, she was not aware that that was what the song was. For her, It was more about she's leaving Motown, she's coming out, and she's doing these things on, on a different level with a different label.
Right.
So it was something different for her.
Yes.
But I do want us to talk about that more as we get more into the song. So let me play a little bit on the song. We have a lot of comments too. What is? Oh, I think these. I want to show these before we get into the comment. Oh, okay. These are about. I'll just show them real quick. These were about the job. I always choose yourself over any job. And oh, come on, Diana.
Hey.
I love Beyonce as a nah.
I love Beyonce, but not as an actor.
Not a dream girl.
You can't act.
Look, I want to hear a lot of feedback because this is a really good song, and I think the discussion is going to be great.
Hey. Hey.
All right. Now, I'm going to stop it there because I kind of gave my first little spiel about the song already before I talked about it. Then I'm going to come back and talk about it a little more. I want to say, no, I'm going to let y'all go first because I have a lot to say about this. Because I can relate. It's very personal for me. So I'm going to let you all go first. Who wants to go first?
I like the song because I can see the I'm coming out as the LBG community. I hope I didn't leave out any letters, but I can see that. But the I'm coming out. Not only that, for me, it's like you said, she said she was moving on. And I think about myself when I'm getting ready to do something new, another project, or I'm getting ready to embark on something. Even with this show, it was like, we coming out, we doing something, we doing something, and we want the world to know what's going on after you get it all together, all your preparation and the things that you're doing. So you're excited and you want to share what you've been working on and what you've been doing. Now you're ready to let everybody know this is it. Not only that, but also changing. As you change and you evolve into something different, you're not the same person that you used to be.
Mm-hmm.
You might have had low self-esteem, or you might not have felt good about yourself. You might have lost weight. You might have, whatever it is. And to me, every day I'm coming out because I love me, and I can honestly say at one point in my life, I didn't feel, not that I didn't love myself, but not like I do now, baby, girl. But a lot of people can't say that because we find, none of us are perfect, but we find flaws within ourselves. So I like the song for those. This can go so many different ways.
Yes, it can.
This song it covers a lot. I mean, I didn't pull out any lyrics, but I'm just saying, I love it. But when I come back around again, I'm gonna have some lyrics for you.
Right. Paulette?
So, like Diane said, this song can go in a number of ways. So you can use it as a young person who's coming into their own. I'm coming out. I'm moving out of my mom's house, dad's house, whatever. You could use it as in, like you said, coming into your beauty. You're learning to love yourself. You're not that closed cocoon anymore. You're now this social butterfly. There's a lot of different things that this song can represent. I did know, however, that it was for the LGBTQ community. They added some other letter.
I don't know if that's right. I think you missed the letter.
And they added so many. Look, there's another letter somewhere.
LGBT.
LGBT.
LBGT.
LBGT.
Community.
There's a Q.
But that's something else. LBGTQ. Okay, all right. I'm not gonna be.
There's a Q. But yeah.
If anyone that's listening, I'm sorry, Paulette, because y'all help us out.
Yeah, Elijah said Q. Yeah.
There's a Q, right? Q. Okay.
Thank you, baby.
Yep.
Okay.
So with that, I did know the song was about that. I knew Diana didn't know. And it's funny because the guy, what was his name, Trinette? You mentioned his name.
That
Who that co-wrote the song?
that wrote the song.
Yeah.
It was women notes. Hold on. It was Bernard Edward and Nile Rodgers.
Nile Rodgers, him. So he actually came up with the idea for this song when he was in a club in New York and saw some Diana Ross transgender impersonators.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's how he figured out that, wait a minute, they was coming out dressed like Diana Ross. And he thought, hey, that's a good idea for a song for this community. So yeah, there's so many different things you can use and run with it as far as the title, I'm Coming Out. Not necessarily just that one stigma that everybody puts, but it can be used for a number of things.
Absolutely.
Because when I listen to it, I see. I don't know what somebody put an angry face. Who put that? I want to know what the angry face is about.
Where's the angry face?
Let's see. Up at the top, I'm looking at it. It was you see it? Drag queens love Diana impersonation and Donna Summers. That's true. You do see a lot of that.
That's true. Yeah.
Well, I was Diana Ross. I'm going to show y'all the pictures at the end of the show for my birthday.
For your birthday?
Yes.
I was Diana.
Yes, you were.
Wasn't I, Diana?
Yes, you were. You did that thing all the way. Looking absolutely beautiful.
It could be an inmate saying I'm coming out pretty well. It could.
It could. It sure could.
This song can be taken so many different ways, because even what you're saying, it said there's a new me coming out.
I was just
and I just want to live. Yes. And I want to give. The way I took it at first, I was thinking about myself, right? I was thinking about how I felt in like this different season and transition I was going through in my life. And whereas I was putting myself first and concentrating on my own personal growth. But then when I found out that it was a gay anthem, it made me think about my son when he actually came out.
That's right.
And that's where it put me in that mindset, like, oh, and then those lyrics mean something different to me when it says there's a new me coming out and I just have to live and I want to give. I'm completely positive. It says, when it says I just have to live, to me, I feel like it has to be very difficult for a person to reveal that to somebody else, especially, and I'm being very transparent here. In my family, I have 4 boys. So I can even imagine how he felt being and coming up in a home with 3 other boys and then, having to come out. Now he's completely comfortable in himself in his skin. And I love that he
good for you. Yes.
Unconditionally, he's himself. But I do wonder, how he was feeling. There had to be a lot of pressure to be in a family of boys and be a black, not only a man, but a black man. You have this father that's very masculine. So just to feel like, you have to repress part of yourself. And like that lyric says, and I just have to live. I feel like I have to let this out or I can't fully live.
Yeah.
Who I truly am, my true self, and reveal who I feel like I truly am. I wanted to, I'm sorry, Diane.
No.
I wanted to make sure that my son didn't feel like other people feel, and that I feel so alone, so depressed that now I need to hurt myself or I'm in depression or things like that. But what really scared me and still scares me is society and how they see people and how people are hurt just for being who they are. Like, people will harm you just because of the way you are and the way you look.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You are 100% right. And I think that it's very important as parents is to let our children be comfortable in their skin. And I have 3 boys. And my thing is, I'm going to love you regardless. But I want you to be happy in your skin regardless of what you choose or who you are, you're mine. You know what I'm saying? And I think that everything begins and ends at home. We got to make sure and let them know that they safe and we love you. We love you right where you are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I
Yeah.
feel like they're stuck in a box, and I feel like it's so important when people, I keep saying your kids, because that's like Devonia, what you're saying, that's where it all begins. Because once you made him feel comfortable, he was like, oh my God, this is it.
Mhm.
Because I
Mhm.
know she got my
That
back.
weight was
I know
lifted.
she gonna understand. I
Yeah.
know that I can come to her and I could talk to her. That is important because at the end of the day, the world means nothing once you come inside. But when you go out in the world, you also want to know that somebody has your back when you
Yeah.
do get back at home. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's important. And like you said, that part to say I want to live, you know how many people did not live because
Yeah.
they could not take the pressure, and there
Right.
was no one at home where they can go and say, listen, this is who I am.
Mhm.
And people didn't accept them and they chose not to continue. So
Right.
you have to be able to slow the judge.
Yeah. I mean,
So,
love is love.
And
You
it's
know, you
and
love
it's
unconditional.
your kids
unconditional.
unconditionally.
Absolutely.
And a
Yeah.
mother's love, I think that's always compare it. I think it's the deepest love that can be compared to the love that God gives us, right? It's unconditional. And that's the kind of love most parents have for their children.
Yes.
Yeah.
Elijah said to live most of your life being someone you feel like people want you to be, and
That's it.
coming out
Mhm.
being yourself is the best
Mhm.
feeling in the world.
Yes.
And then he said, it's
Yeah.
a big weight lifted off of you stepping into your true self.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I don't know what this
So,
comment means. I have no favorites. Okay. Thank you.
so Diane, you made a comment about people being, and you did too, Trinette, about them being scared to come out because of rejection or people not, treating them the way they expect to be treated. So a lot of parents will reject their children. And in a lot of cases, it's not even usually the mother, it's the father, because
Yeah.
the father can't believe that, oh my God. And I'm speaking from experience because my son came out very young to me. His
Mhm.
dad, no contact, no nothing, completely cut off all communication because of his sexual preference. And a lot of kids, they don't understand it. It's hard to, for a parent to explain that to them. But you know what? I have been the mother and the father.
Okay.
So we're good. We're good. But a
Yeah.
lot of parents, they feel embarrassed, and there's no
Yeah.
embarrassment. That's my
Yeah.
child. I have no
Yeah.
embarrassment.
Right. But we got to also, if we let society dictate to us how we should be and how we should feel. And we have to be able to take control of our own life. And like Elijah said, to be able to come out when it's even when going to college or your child say, oh, I'm going to be, like, for instance, my son said he wanted to be a doctor. So that was it. You're going to be a doctor. What kind of doctor you want to be? I want to be a brain surgeon. That was it. When he came home and he said he wanted to be an actor, I was like, wait a minute. Actors don't make no money,
Right.
because that's what society said. But when I
Mhm.
started thinking about it, I was like, wait a minute, because life is about the pursuit of happiness. We have to be happy in this life and what we walk, and the people that's close to us, we got to make sure that they're comfortable and let them know, spread your wings.
Yeah.
Because guess what? I got your back. Come on,
Yeah.
come on home. What you want to do? We're going to do
Yeah.
it together because I'm going to be here. When you shed some tears, I'm going to shed them too. But
Yeah.
we let society say that's not how it's supposed to be. So, yeah.
Let's see. Elijah said, I was always comfortable being myself. I'm too much like my mom. I never cared
Okay.
how me being me made anyone
Anyone
feel.
feel?
Wonderful,
Yes.
wonderful.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Rejection from your family is why gay queer people start their own family. And I
Families.
can
Mm,
see like they have their own communities
They
because
do.
they're
They
not
do.
accepted within their own families. And now he is one of my favorite shows. He did that. Who are we talking about? He is one.
Her son,
Oh yeah,
Diane's
he
son.
felt like his son is on one of his favorite shows. Because I told him that was just like we didn't know. We found out.
you know what? Y'all have to go see Fat Ham. The play. Yeah, my daughter-in-law's in it, but I'm just saying that's a powerful play.
What
When
is
I
it
say
called?
it's a cookout, but it's about family. And it's about family accepting people for who they are, but you got to see it. It's a Shakespeare play, but they did it uh put a black twist on it. I don't know how else to say it. And in the setting is a cookout, a backyard cookout, families coming together. But you got to see it. I'm telling you,
Is it in
it
Chicago?
and it talks about is it coming to Chicago?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to speak to them about that.
Yeah.
Is it
Just in
after
New York?
Hamlet?
Yes, it is. It's after Hamlet. Yep.
Hamlet? Okay.
I
Um,
can't.
Okay.
What you? I'm sorry, Diane. Go ahead. I don't want to interrupt.
yeah,
Diane.
no, it's a good play. It's a good play. I don't know if it's coming to Chicago, but I know that it is. I was so full. I was in tears when that play was. I was stand, baby. That's all. It's some things we got to just see. I could tell you about it, but you won't get the feeling of
Mhm.
just seeing it. It was awesome, and I just think it's all about unconditional love and being free. Spread your wings.
Yes. Ladies, you said it all. Love conquers all. You said it all. Thank you.
Yeah.
You're welcome, Aunt Karen. I was always comfortable being a real. Well, we're happy you were always comfortable being a real tiger. Um,
Okay.
we
Hey,
needed a
Miss
play.
Steele.
We need a play to go see, but we don't even know if it's coming to Chicago. So Diane has to find out.
Oh,
So
Elijah, why we can't go to New York? I'll meet you up there, baby. Come on.
I'll go to New York. Let's
I
go
love
there.
New York.
Right.
Listen, I got the code for the discount tickets. Let's think about that. That would be so much fun
How long is it planned for?
until August.
Oh, okay. So that might be possible. That might be.
Yeah.
Look, I've been once. He said, "I'll come." I've never been. Okay.
Oh man. Oh my goodness. Okay. We're gonna have to talk about that. So we could just do a whole trip to New York. Yes.
They
Okay.
just had the Color Purple here and Dream Girls. I went and saw both of them. They were really nice.
Yeah, I saw Color
Mhm.
Purple, but this was the local actors and actresses doing Color Purple,
The
right?
Color Purple. It
And
was,
Dream
yeah,
Girls. Yeah.
yeah, it was. It was. They both were really good, really good. I think the Color Purple was better, but I liked them both.
We
Yeah.
usually go. Elijah and I usually go see a play, and we have not gone to one. I don't at all this year. And I don't. We went to see Scrooge last year, but no, that was the year before last. Elijah, we're overdue. We have to go see a play. So we usually go see one every year. Okay, but anyway, back to the
Look,
lyrics.
Elijah and Ronald, y'all know y'all mama used to be in plays, right?
Mm-mm.
When we was coming up
Sorry
in drama.
about that. I'll let Paulette talk me into it. Look, for those who don't know, Paulette is my oldest friend. I have known Paulette since I was 12 years old.
Wow.
Was it
And
12? I thought it was
yeah,
younger than
I was
that.
in sixth grade. No, we moved to Waukegan when I was in sixth grade. I was
Sixth
12.
grade. That's right, Mr. Baker.
Mr. Baker. And
Mr. Baker.
I was 12 years old. And so I've known her that long, and I'm now 51. And we just like been on and off friends, but still we always
Yeah.
Yeah.
we always gravitate back to each other. But I let her drag me to all kinds of stuff. That's another show. Let's get back to these lyrics. Did Paulette, was there something in particular lyrics that you highlighted or pointed out I want to talk about? Because I could go through.
Let me see. I had the lyrics here. Give me 1 second. All right. So on her song, I'm Coming Out. So when she said, I want the world to know, I got to let it show, I'm coming out. Okay. So to me, that's just amazing. That's awesome. That's telling me that, you know what? I'm going to be who I want to be regardless. I'm coming out. I want the world to know. I'm going to let it show. I am me. I am unconditionally, unapologetically me.
Absolutely.
And can't nobody tell me nothing.
That
So
part.
those lyrics right there is me just stepping out in front of the world and saying, say something. I dare you. Say
Do you
something.
have those moments though? Do y'all have the moments when you go out the house and you might look like people are gonna be looking at you a certain way because of how you came out, what you wear? Do you have those moments? You like, yeah, like you just said, Paulette, say something.
Exactly. I do not care. I don't care. They look at everybody. They look at you, Diane. They look at Trinette. They look at me. They look at everybody. If
Absolutely.
you let people define you, you're always going to be in the closet, so to speak.
Absolutely.
So no, it doesn't matter how they look. It doesn't matter what they think.
Absolutely.
So yeah,
And it's so funny.
unapologetically.
Absolutely. Some of us got to work up to that point. Some of us got to get there. And some of that come with time, and and who you truly are.
Mhm.
And I think I'm that person, because I'm out here and I ain't going back. You can't put me, because I'm gonna tell you something. Every negative bridge when it comes to me is closed. We all have our moments at times, but I tell you one thing, I can't go back.
Yeah.
It ain't even no door. When I try to go back, I kind of knock my own self. Just turn back around.
What's that movie, Dirty Dancing? Nobody puts baby in the corner.
All right, absolutely. Nobody
Yes.
puts baby in the
That's one of
corner.
my
Okay.
favorite movies.
I like when it says, I'm completely positive. I think this time around, I'm going to do it like I never knew. Oh, I'm going to make it through. So it's just, like I tried before, but I got this thing. I'm coming around. Like I said, I can't turn around. And this is just like, this could be something that you could say every day when you wake up in the morning. I'm coming out. I'm going to be me. You can push yourself until you, I always say the negative sounds and thoughts in your head are so loud. But when you start throwing those positive affirmations, it starts to get like a whisper until it's silent. So we just got to just put this badge of armor on and just be like, yeah. Y'all already know.
That's it.
Diane be feeling herself. Yeah, because if I don't feel good about me, who else is? People kind of look at you and treat you the way that you treat yourself. So
yeah. Elijah, that's it right there. You just hit the nail on the head.
They look because they love it.
They see something in you that
some jealousy sometimes too.
Yes, absolutely.
They're judging, but they're judging because they wish that they could do the same thing. I wish I could pull that off.
Yes.
Right. That's it. Right.
Complimenting them like they want.
Yes.
Right.
I wish I could pull that off. Or
yes.
I wish I could be that confident in my skin that
absolutely.
I'm walking out the door like the way I want to walk out the door. Whatever that looks like for you.
Absolutely.
You don't like it, baby? Sorry, this is it.
Yes.
That's another comment. Taisha said, be who you are and who you want to be. That's why I love Elijah. He don't care, and neither do I. We're going to live this thing called life, whether you like us or not.
Absolutely.
And you know what? At the end of the day, everybody will not like you.
That's right. No matter what.
Not going to like you.
That's right.
No matter what.
No matter what you do.
No matter what.
You can try to change and be somebody else and mold yourself into something else.
Right.
Everybody is not going to like you.
But you're not here to be liked. You're here to live.
Do you like you?
Yes.
That's it.
That's it. That's all that matters.
That's all that matters. That's all that matters.
I need to be able to look in the mirror and say, I like her. Okay. She is the bomb. I didn't always think like that about myself.
That's me too.
I didn't always have the confidence. And I don't know. I guess I'm a little jealous of the young people on here, because when I was their age, I don't know that I had the confidence that they have, that I have now, now that I'm 50, because I don't care about anything. They're always at my job talking about, oh, thank you so much for your honesty. That's all you can get from me. I don't have time to lie. I'm not going to be lying to you, sugarcoat. No, I don't have time. Look, yes, Coach Diane, let them know.
Absolutely. We got to live this. I feel that we have to live our life. We have to get there. So some of us have to get there. Some of us are already there, but we have to live our life comfortable with the shoes we have on, because I used to try to put somebody else's shoes on. They was either too big, flopping, I was falling all over the place, or either they was too small and my feet was hurting. But you know what I learned when I put my shoes on? Oh my God, my feet felt so
They
good.
fit
I
just
felt
right.
so good. I was like, oh, and I've been missing out trying to be something that I wasn't, or trying to or move the way that they move and do what they do. But at the end of the day, you gotta, when you walk in that room, when you be yourself, you don't have to say anything. Your spirit will command the room, and people will be looking like, who is that? Who is she? See, before I walk in there, before I leave the house, baby. Yes.
They know who you are by the time you leave, huh?
That's
No, when I
right.
walk in the room, no, when I walk in the room, I say nothing. And I command the room without even saying anything, because it's our confidence that walk in the room first, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You
Right.
walk in there, they be like, oh man, she thinks she the shit. No, because I am. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
100%. I wish I had this quote that I was looking at today. I'll have to bring it next week. But you're right. Absolutely. You have to have a self-confidence. There is a fine line between being cocky and confident, right?
Absolutely. I agree.
But wearing your confidence, I think that's the best accessory we can wear as a woman.
Yes.
That's it. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Diane,
Yes.
thank you for that. I think we have another comment before we move on to what's going on. Let's see. Oh, I like that. It's a sign of high vibrations when you walk
Okay.
in.
Yes.
Yes. Absolutely.
Yes.
Shift that
I
mood.
love that. I love
Yeah.
that.
Yes.
So, yeah, and this was really a rich conversation, because once
Yeah,
I
like,
really got into the lyrics of the song and thought about, what the song was intended for, which I didn't know. I'm always the last to know stuff. If I didn't have kids, boy, I would be messed up. They teach me everything. But with that being said, I want to thank everybody for the conversation, and I want to leave you all with this. Even though it sounds like we have a lot of confident people with us tonight on the show, and we all understand and being true and honest to ourselves and being authentic, because at the end of the day, that's what our real people, those are the people that's going to stick with us no matter what, and they're going to love us unconditionally.
absolutely.
So I do want to say, if there's anybody on here or sees the replay and you have not come out, and you feel unloved, or please talk to someone and get support. Like Elijah said, there are communities where you could get support. And maybe we can, for the next show, find some information on that. But I hope that you know that you are loved and that you can be who you want to be. And don't give up, and don't give up on yourself.
Absolutely. And we love you right where you are, ladies and lyrics, right where you are.
So let's shift gears, y'all. Thank you so much. We
Yes,
are going
this
to
was
move
nice.
on to our next section, where it's a little more light, it's lighter, and we're going to have a little fun, because in society today, a lot of things have changed. But I'm going to pass it over to Diane to talk about what's going on. What's our question that was presented to us, or that we're going to talk about tonight, Diane?
The question that is presented to us, listen, I'm not even going to read the question, but I remember the question, okay? I'm not even going to look at it because I wasn't prepared. I'm going to be honest with you, okay? But there we go. Do you prefer to binge watch your shows or watch them weekly when they come out? Come on. Well, you know what? I'm going to tell you, because I'm watching this show now. I like to binge watch. I do. But this is the part that I don't. Is if they have the first season and then they have the second season, and then they take so long, so then I gotta watch the first season all over again. And I was like, wait a minute, I didn't see this one, but wait a minute, I don't remember that. That's the only thing I don't like, but I love binge watching. Yes, I love it.
Is it? I can't read the name.
City, like the city, like a city.
Oh, City. Okay, I really enjoy watching beautiful, lovely ladies talking and great insights, which is touched in the real life. Thank you so much.
Thank you, City.
Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate the viewers that we get. So Diane, you said you don't like to wait. But do you like to binge watch them?
Yeah, no, I
Or
said that. I love to
oh,
binge watch. I don't
okay.
mind waiting. It's just that sometimes it's months or even a year before
Mhm,
the next season. Then that means that I
mhm,
got to go back and watch it again. So I can, but
Mhm.
I love, then I get a little upset when I'm at the end. And then you
You
gotta,
got
you get so used to, you get so used to watching the show. It's part of your daily routine, or because while I'm working, I'm watching a show.
mhm.
Mhm.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Jesus. Thank
You
you.
have to find multiple shows so you can line them up just right. That's what I
Absolutely.
do. So
No,
I don't
that's
miss a
good.
beat. So you
Yes.
have your first season and you don't watch that one until later when you know the next season getting ready to come out. Then you start it.
Mm.
Because I can't
Mm.
stand ending a show and like you said, I gotta wait.
All right,
I
now
can't.
you gotta wait.
I can't.
Yes,
I just cannot.
absolutely. Yes,
So I
that's
always have a
important.
show in between, like another series or something in between.
Yes, absolutely.
Yep,
So you prefer to binge watch,
I
Paulette?
do. Yes, I do.
We have gotten so society, we have changed so much. I mean, we didn't have this option. We just have to wait till the next week
Hmm.
for a show to come on. But on the other side of that, we also didn't wait a whole year for stuff to come out either. I
Right.
think that's because what they do is they tape it all, like the whole season at one time, and then they have to take all that time to tape a whole season again, just so you
Hmm.
can watch it all back, watch it all one at a time. I mean,
Hmm.
all
Yeah.
together.
And
Those are
they also have to see if the show's gonna get picked up again.
true. True.
So like you said, a lot of things have changed. Yeah, but I like it. I like the binge watch.
When I had an operation a few years ago, I had an operation. I remember a friend of mine kept trying to convince me to watch Game of Thrones, and I would not watch
Woo.
it. But once I couldn't go, I wasn't going to work, and I was at home. I sat on the couch. It was probably a good 3 seasons up already, maybe 4. And I started after that first couple of episodes, I was hooked.
Hooked.
I was a Game of
I know the
Thrones.
I
story.
I
love it.
was hooked. I sat
Yeah.
every day binge watching Game of Thrones, all three, 4 seasons.
Yep.
It was about 3 or 4 seasons on there, and I was at home for 6 weeks. I watched Game of Thrones. That's what I was.
Yeah.
I
Never
watched.
watched it. I gotta watch it.
It
Oh,
was
you
so
gotta
good.
watch it,
You can
Diane. It
watch
was
Yeah,
really good. It
it
I'm
was
gonna
was
watch
good.
good. But then I got mad because I was caught up, and then I had to wait the year for the next one
that
because
part.
after I
That's
got
it
caught
right
up,
there.
yeah. But so yeah, I agree with you. I think I enjoy. I don't watch a whole lot of show. I have particular shows that I like, and so I'll watch those. I don't have time to catch something when it comes on during a week. I'm busy, so
Yeah, I
let
watch
me
it while
let
I'm
me catch it
working.
when I get a chance to watch it or whatever. And yeah, I'd rather
Mhm.
watch it like that.
Yeah.
Do they even have the box where you can record the cable box? What was it?
Well, you don't have to do it with it.
DVR?
Yeah, you
Mm-mm,
don't need that
you
anymore.
don't need it
No, I'm
anymore.
saying, do they even still offer that?
Oh, I don't know because
I
I know that I save my I have a list that I save it to my favorite whatever thing I'm watching. I know I can save it and you can
Yeah,
always go back and watch it whenever you want to. So
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and then it comes on Hulu because I don't even have cable.
I
I
don't
just
either.
have,
Yeah, I don't have
Me
but
cable
you can
either.
watch it on Hulu. You can watch it somewhere else. It comes on the next day. It's just as good. I
either.
catch it. I'm a couple of episodes behind. I'll catch it.
Mhm.
Yeah. So it looks like we all are in consensus. We'd rather binge. Right? Anybody else want to share before we jump off here tonight? I see Aunt Karen said. What Aunt Karen said. I have a scheduled list of my shows. If I'm busy or out of town, I'm glad to sit and relax to watch it. I don't mind waiting. I just find another series to watch.
Yes, okay.
Find something else to fill the time until the next show
Yeah.
comes on.
Let me tell you real quick. It's so bad with me. If I do go out of town, like Miss Karen, Fire Stick going with me because I can't miss my I can't miss my show. I'm in the room at night. It's on the TV. I'm going to see my episode, but I just I love binge watching.
And then Lynette said, I loved Empire. Was very sad when it went off. Last month, watched all the seasons again. When you do that, you'll be surprised what you missed. That's so
Yes,
true,
I
Lynette.
believe that.
Oh,
Yes,
That's
yeah.
true. You do
absolutely.
miss things the first time you
You
watch it. You're
do.
like, what happened?
Yeah, I
It's
believe
funny.
that.
I will watch a show and it'll get like toward the end and I'll stop watching it because I don't know why I did that with Scandal toward the end. I stopped watching that. I did that with Empire. I stopped watching that. I just don't finish stuff sometimes. Sometimes I just be like, oh, whatever, I'm done.
Wow.
If it starts going downhill, I'm like,
And you're like, let me just keep the good feeling I have about the show right here, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I think this is the last Wednesday of the month. I think is this the last Wednesday of April? But you might be missing fun wherever you're at. But they do a recap of the last show before they show the new one. That's true. I think this is last time. So I think this is our last show for April. But we are coming back. We're gonna be back here. Don't be nervous. We'll be back here next Wednesday. We're not going anywhere. We're in it to win it. We're in it for the long. If you was here on live with us, come back next Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Nope, 7 p.m. Central time, 8 p.m. Eastern. And we will see you back here on Ladies and Lyrics. Who's gonna play some of the song before we leave?
Okay, wait a minute. I just want to
Yeah.
say this real quick. Don't be selfish, folks. Don't be selfish. Share, bring a friend with you. Let other people know about us. You know, like Devonia said, Facebook and YouTube, bring some people with you. Let them know about us. Like and share, click and share, whatever the people say. Do
You
that.
gotta. She wants you to share us, like this video, share us with everybody, and
Thank you.
us. Like we love this show.
Be
We
sure.
want to see our show continue to grow. We want to talk to more people, and we love.
We need your help. Yes.
We love
And happy
you.
birthday again to Elijah before I forget.
Elijah.
And happy anniversary to me.
And
for my
happy
birthday.
anniversary. Yes.
Happy anniversary.
3rd year anniversary with them. All right, we ready now? All right. See y'all next week.
Bye. Thank you.